I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Bunnell police make quick arrests in an armed home invasion. Police say Jeremiah Cook, Carson Ancrum, and Stephen Monroe broke into an apartment on South Barker Street in Bunnell at 4 a.m. Wednesday while the victim was fast asleep inside. Officers say one of the men pistol whipped the victim and held him at gunpoint as they ransacked the residence. They got away with more than $2,200 in cash and 2 guns and fled in a dark blue 4-door Kia. That vehicle was located by Flagler County Sheriff's deputies later that same day, and the trio was arrested during a traffic stop on the 500 block of North State Street. Deputies say the vehicle also contained the stolen cash and guns. Bunnell Police Chief Tom Foster touted the team effort.
The coordinated efforts between the Flagler County Sheriff's Office and the Bunnell Police Department led to the arrest of these 3 violent criminals. Cooperation with our law enforcement partners and stakeholders in the community is the key to any successful resolution in these type of cases.
Foster says the home invasion is still under investigation.
There'll be additional charges for a subject that we're trying to identify at this time.
Local students are caught street racing. John Arking reports.
Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley says his office received a message on social media regarding students racing after leaving Matanzas High School on weekday afternoons.
Our traffic unit received that tip, responded to watch the area, which resulted in 2 students being pulled over and issued tickets for reckless driving and street racing. These are dangerous activities by our youth that can have deadly consequences. I hope they learn their lesson, and I hope the parents take their cars away from them to teach them a lesson. The parents need to be the sheriff of their kids so that the sheriff's office does not have to be.
In the incident, Deputy Nunziato observed 2 vehicles racing southbound on Belterre from Matanzas Woods Parkway. Both vehicles were traveling between 75 to 80 miles per hour before encountering other traffic, at which time they tried to maneuver around it. One of the drivers in a gold BMW noticed the deputy and slowed down immediately. The second driver in a black Mercedes continued south on Belterre Parkway at a high rate of speed. Traffic stops were conducted on both vehicles. Both drivers were issued criminal citations for racing on the highway. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
It's going to get cold this weekend in Flagler County. Karen Johnson has more.
With the weather forecast to be below 40 degrees Saturday, the sheltering tree is stepping in to provide needed warmth and food. Sue Bickings is the chair of the sheltering tree in Flagler County.
The cold weather shelter will open at Church on the Rock in Bunnell on Saturday, January 9th. The Church on the Rock is located at 2200 North State Street in Bunnell. The shelter will open at 5:30 p.m. and close at 8 a.m. the following day. We will be ready with a warm cot and 2 great meals for you.
The shelter facility's been open for 5 years and is open to anyone who has no place to sleep, inadequate heat, or is in need of comfort from the harsh weather. The Sheltering Tree program serves meals, distributes clothing, provides grace bags filled with toiletries, and creates a warm, welcoming, safe environment to get a sound night's sleep. The Sheltering Tree facility can accommodate between 30 to 35 people. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
So we know that Jacksonville University is expanding to Palm Coast, but what are the details? Margaret Dees, Jacksonville University's Vice President for Economic Development, says they'll find space quickly so they can hold classes in the fall. She said then they'll start looking for a bigger place because they'll need it.
We've actually already identified a site. We'll start in a temporary location of about 6,000 square feet right in town center, but we will immediately begin looking for a growth because we know we will outgrow our space.
Dees said they will offer in-person programs this fall at their Palm Coast campus. She said they'll graduate students at the end of their 2nd year here in Palm Coast. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Carroll.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.